he mixed the
I'm about to say,
water with the
that's my
liquor.
camera right there. Oh, okay. You got that
You
thing
mix
way
the
back
water
there.
with the wine. No, the liquor already gone.
Yeah.
I just put
All
water
right.
in there. The water with the wine.
Yo. It's your boy Sean Treasy. This the show Star in My City. Yeah, today we got two special guests on here today. We got Mark Fury and we got Furious Luna, right?
Young Luna.
Young Luna. Why I get the Furious from?
It's all right, because we the
Young
Furious
Luna.
Lunatiks. Yeah.
We got Mark Fury, Young Luna,
You dig?
Furious Lunatiks.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Word. So y'all want to go ahead and break it back down? Like I was saying, you want to just go ahead and tell us how y'all come up with the name Furious Lunatiks?
All right. You want to go out?
Go ahead.
All right. So boom, right? So first off, man, we've been making music for a long time together.
Yes,
We've been making
right.
music for a long time. And so really how it happened was we did a show together and I had 2 shows that day.
Okay.
So we had the show and I hit Mark up. I was like, hey, you want to perform with me? Because we had some unreleased. We was working on our album before we even became the Lunatics.
Okay.
So we had these unreleased tracks and we had one song called Late Night Groove. And I told him, I was like, bro, we got to do that song, bro.
Yeah.
And so I'll ask, the promoter. I was like, hey, can we perform together? Because I have to leave. And she was like, yeah, cool, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just ended up having the best set out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how Diamond Law got into it. Shout out Diamond Law, by the way.
Shout out Ms. G.
So, she reached out. We had a meeting. And, one thing led to another. And Furious Lunatiks. And literally, we became the group. And we hit the road, 2 weeks later?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally 2 weeks later, we went and did 2 cities in one weekend. So it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, and we just, I'm Luna. That's Fury. Furious Lunatiks, And it just stuck because that's who we are on the inside sometimes.
So you said y'all was already working on the album together. So
Yep.
Y'all was already a group, but y'all didn't have the
We
name.
ain't really have a name. It was just going to be a collab joint.
Mhm.
Mark Fury, Young Luna.
So when did y'all meet? Or did y'all already sandbox or?
No.
not
So 2018, I met my boy Trix. Shout out my boy Trix, aka Sarah Lee.
Yeah.
Me and him was making music, and he was like, "Bro, I want to introduce you to my homies." I was like, "All right." So I pulled up, and they had their thing going. But after everything was done, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, bro, I rock with you, man. You fire. You know what I'm saying? I like what you're doing." So we did our thing. We was a part of our first group, Drink First.
Mhm.
We was a part of our group, and we did our thing. Group separated, went their separate ways, and we just always kind of stayed in contact.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Wait. Y'all together with Drink First.
Mhm.
Yes.
With Sarah Lee.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And a few other members as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So but we just always kept in contact, sending songs back and forth. Hey, bro, you want this song? You want that song? Whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So but then I'm gonna say this now. I've been begging him to make an album for years. I've been begging him to make an album for years. You can listen. I was like, bro, we should do an album. Ah, man, it's not time yet, bro. I was like, bro, we need to do an album, bro. This album gonna be fire.
Right.
So finally, I would say late 2022, early 2023.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, bro, we need to do an album.
Yeah.
He was like, all right. So we locked in the studio.
Surprised you when he said, all right.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, let's do it. Because, we had songs before. We would always, feature on each other's albums.
And stuff. Yeah.
So finally, I was like, bro, we need to do an album. Let's do an album together.
Okay.
And he was like, all right.
Yeah.
So we locked in. And we came out with some hits too. We was like, oh, bro,
Yeah.
So, and then, that's just really how it happened.
The rest
and
was
then,
history.
The rest was history,
You
bro.
know?
So together, y'all been Furious Lunatiks since
It's been, about a year?
about a year and some
about
change.
a year and
Yeah.
some change. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Rebel Tequila, I seen y'all perform. That was my first time. That's actually my first and only time seeing y'all. So far, that's my only time seeing y'all perform.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first time y'all performed?
No.
Oh, no. Our first performance together was probably when we did that joint in Atlanta, right? Like as the Furious Lunatiks.
Yes, that was the first time. So we
Right.
went to Atlanta. And, that was the first time we performed together.
Okay.
Mhm.
You was in Atlanta for a while already?
Well, no, I used to live in Valdosta,
In
Georgia.
Valdosta, Georgia?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
I thought so. You know what? I thought because I met y'all that night. Y'all performing Relative Keyboard, right? I was walking up. I think we stopped just to chit chat
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, man, I think I already know you."
Yeah.
Then when I walked up, I was like, "Damn, he in Charleston? I thought he was in Georgia."
Yeah.
I lie you
Yeah.
not. I lie you not. That's exactly what I said. Because my man been in Charleston the whole time.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
he
from
been
here
here.
originally.
Yeah, he's from. Yeah, I'm about to say.
I just lived in Valdosta for a little bit. I finished middle school and high school out there.
Okay.
So I moved back to Charleston September 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So
Mhm.
when y'all boys so y'all finally got your album going, right?
Yep.
Boom, right? 12 songs, 10 songs. What was the first? What was it?
The
What was
first
that?
song we did, or
The first album. Y'all
How many
did.
songs? I think it's like 9
was
or
like
10.
no, the come up season is longer than that. Come up
Well-
season got to be like 11, 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like 11 tracks.
And the come up season is the title for it.
Yep,
Yes.
that's that.
Come
that's
up
the
season.
album.
You can find it on all platforms. Come up SZN.
So I gotta ask you,
Season.
right? You was trying to get him to do an album for years, right?
Years,
Doing him to
man.
do an album for
Years.
right? Did you already kind of like see a vision of it?
No,
You
I
know
just
what
wanted to
I'm
do the album.
saying? You just wanted.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to do an album.
Yeah.
I really was just like, bro, we just need to make an album, bro. Like
Okay.
whatever we come out with.
Not thinking that you was gonna actually form a group together.
No,
and
no. I just
Mhm.
wanted, man. I've been asking him since COVID to do an album.
Yeah, come on, man.
Because I
Like
dropped
that.
an album at the end of
Man.
COVID and he was on there twice.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, even then, I was like, we need to do an album.
Okay,
So-
okay, that's what's up. So the coming season is the album.
Mm-hmm.
It's out on all platforms right now,
Mhm.
Yep.
right? And y'all got, you say
11 tracks.
11 tracks,
Mhm.
right? So did y'all brainstorm each one together, or did you sometimes did you? Come
He
to
had
him
some
with-
beats. I had some beats. We
Yeah.
came together. I think what was the first joint that started off? It was either Won't Start Over.
It
or
was
Late Night
Hope
Groove.
Dope.
What?
Yeah, Hope Dope was the first song. Because remember,
Can't be, bruh.
yes, Hope Dope was the first song. You sent me
Really?
Hope Dope first. Yes. You
Oh,
sent
but
me.
Won't Start Over. Won't Start Over.
Well, that
we
don't
did that a
count
while
because
ago.
that wasn't even a part of the album. That don't count.
Okay.
I'm talking about he's
okay,
saying
okay.
together.
Yeah.
So yeah,
aight,
it's a song
aight.
on there called Hope Dope. He sent me that
Yeah.
song and I was at work. I used to work at
Okay.
the airport.
Okay.
And literally I heard the beat and I got to writing immediately. I'm in the fuel truck going crazy.
Yeah.
Going crazy.
Shout out to my
In the
brother
film,
Shad.
You had time too.
Yeah, I
right?
had
you
time.
had
Yeah,
early.
so
That's what's
brought
up,
the
man.
cane
Shit,
together
shout
on
out to
that,
y'all
man.
boys for that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say earlier, shout out to Diamond Law, Miss G.
hey,
Yes, sir.
Diamond Law,
Miss G.
DLE, that's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
team.
So individually, right, Mark?
Mhm.
How long have you actually been rapping?
Making music.
Shit.
Making music,
Okay, so 13 years. Because
13.
I'm they always tell us not to put our age and stuff.
You don't
But
gotta put
you
the
know what
age.
I'm saying? This
Just say
13
when you- what
years.
age
You
you
know what
want
I'm
to-
saying? I was
Just know it's a long
Yeah,
time,
legit,
y'all.
long time.
Some of y'all
Gotcha.
kids
Yeah.
are the same age.
Yeah.
That's how long.
That's how long. That's
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
feel y'all. You know what I mean? So what got you? What got you inspired
to make music.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I will say, shout out to my pops, man. My pops is who I get my love for music from. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
growing up, him having his cassette tapes, CDs,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? All that good jazz. You know how back in the day they used to when you used to subscribe to those companies, they would send you would like pick out a list of CDs and
This
they would
is
just
how-
send them all
send
over.
them- yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, my pops is the one that,
Yeah.
introduced me to my love to music. And then believe it or not, man, in school and stuff, I was always doing like band. I did band my 6th grade year of middle school before I moved to Georgia.
Mhm.
And unfortunately I couldn't continue doing that. My mom was like, yo, this is too expensive, you know what I'm saying? So I switched it up. I did chorus. A lot of people don't know when I first started making music, like I was trying to be a singer. Like I didn't want to rap at first, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. A lot of
You
people
gotta
don't
say
know.
you was trying to be Luther Vandross.
Nah,
or
you
you
know,
trying to be Chris
maybe like a
Brown?
little Mario,
Little
Chris
Mario.
Brown,
I
you know
can
what I'm
see you trying to be a
saying?
little Mario.
Yeah.
You was
know,
dancing
for
with
the
it too?
ladies. And I could I could do a little 2-step, but all that,
All that?
pop locking and
Yeah.
flipping Chris Brown be doing.
I feel you.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
that's originally how I started off. And then eventually some of my peoples in high school, shout out my boy Schizo, you know what I'm saying? Jay Schizo. He was the one that originally had the studio. So that was the first person I met with the studio, first person I met to do a song, record it, make his own video, everything. I was like, yo, like you could actually do this?
Yeah.
Bet, like teach me. And that's how I went, man. That was
Okay.
what, probably like 2011, 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time.
And
Mhm.
you already had like, you already think. How long did it take you to develop your style? Cause did you have like a certain? Because we all have certain rappers that we listen to more than others growing up. Like I like all, you know what I mean? I like
Of
all,
course.
but I had a certain style that I prefer more, right?
Yeah.
And then so we all had that. Did you mimic?
Most
I don't want to
definitely.
say mimic, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, you just got your artists that you look up to, the
Yep.
artists that,
Yeah.
inspire you. Yeah, I definitely did at first. People like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, who else early on? People like Hobson. I
Okay.
really used to fuck with Hobson, man. Especially because he used to do everything himself, like producing the beat, recording, shooting the video, all that.
Okay.
So yeah, I really kept my ears to the streets as far as like different artists and stuff to listen to and stuff. So
Mhm.
back in high school, man, my iPod, like I had all kinds of shit on there, man, for real,
Okay.
for real.
So was you backpacking?
Yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shit, I was
Something like
backpacking
that.
when I first started. I ain't gonna lie to you. Word.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
about you? Young Luna?
So okay, so I would say when I first like really got in the studio,
Yeah.
it was probably like 2018.
Okay.
Like 2018. Me and the homie Sarah Lee Tricks.
Uh-huh.
He was the first person to like really like record me like on that level.
Yeah.
So that was the first time.
What was you before the studio though? But was you rapping? Did you just?
I was just writing. I wasn't rapping.
You wasn't
I
rapping?
just
Okay.
always I wrote and I kept it to myself.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
really,
So you was
So-
more quiet with it. Like
Yeah,
nobody wouldn't picture you for a rapper.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the
Off you
first
did your music.
the first like rap I ever really wrote. I
Yeah.
wrote a freestyle to Spodie Odie Dopalicious.
Yeah.
What?
Literally.
The type of rappers that be having bars like you just writing to this stuff. You look
Yeah.
all the time. He's solidly
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
you know,
I got in trouble,
Uh-huh.
man. I used to get in trouble in like middle school because I
Yeah.
would write, and then the teacher would be like, "What are you doing back there?" And I would
Yeah.
have like papers and stuff. I get in trouble all the time, man. It'd be
Bruh,
like,
and I bet you probably writing. You got diss tracks ready for everybody. I see what I'm saying?
"Hey, Fury, bro, he a little too deep." Man.
Word.
Hey, I love everybody though. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, man, I've always loved music though, and I'm an oldie. You can ask him. I'm an oldies person, man.
Yeah.
Like I go back to the '70s.
Okay.
I listen to Patrice Rushen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. That's because I grew up around like my grandparents and my parents, and they all loved like older music, and my
Yeah.
dad was big on jazz.
Uh-huh.
So like jazz was something that I always like stayed
Right.
rooted in me too as well. So
Okay.
that's kind of where the love for music
Both
comes.
y'all dads were big on jazz.
Mhm.
Your
Yeah.
dad did jazz. Like he actually played
No.
instruments.
My dad didn't play no instrument.
Okay.
My dad did. My dad
saxophone or something.
my dad played the trumpet, yeah.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time
Shit.
ago. He won't never admit it, but he played the trumpet. You played the
I
trumpet.
don't know why. Jazz is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no.
man.
People, a lot of people don't know, but jazz is
That's
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
man.
nothing
man.
wrong with you popping it on and
Yeah,
drink,
Yeah,
smoke a little
man.
weed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, mellow out type music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
I was a church drummer too. So
Really?
yeah, I played
Okay.
drums young. So, music just always been there for me.
So I
So
want to ask you a question.
yes, sir.
Playing drums, right?
Mm-hmm.
And rapping and then start making music, right?
Mhm.
Did you like more beats with bass at first, or did you
Mm.
just kind of like
To be honest with you, no, I was more of a melody person.
melody person?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was more because I feel like with a melody kind of like you could have all the trap drums and 808s you want, but if
Yeah.
your melody don't really like coincide with your lyrics,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it just kind of like the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be a hit or miss sometimes because
Yeah.
somebody will have some nice drums,
Yeah.
and then you listen to like the melody, and then they trying to rap like Eminem on top of like some slow piano keys, and you be like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's
catch the
off.
cadence.
Yeah.
The cadence be also, yeah, I'm more of a melody person.
Mhm.
So when I first heard y'all perform down, when I first heard y'all, I was interested to know how y'all was gonna rap. Right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
So,
yeah. They got
something a
they
little
got that
different.
hip hop. Ain't no,
Yeah.
yeah. I did.
Something a
So
little
if you,
different.
I don't, you probably wouldn't pay. So I was sitting down and then I stand up the whole time.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all was definitely, y'all definitely different. A lot of people is more into hip hop music, right? But then when they rap, they start rapping, shoot 'em up, bang bang. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And and a lot of times I think that's because a lot of people aren't exposed to a lot of music neither. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, didn't grow up cleaning on Saturday mornings and they mama had that gospel
Fred
or that
Hammond.
K Michelle or that
Fred
or
Hammond.
nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like with me and my
Uh-huh.
mama, like
Yeah.
that's my lady. Like I went through,
Shout out Mark
life with my
Dukes.
mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Same.
music is like a lot of how she expressed her life.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like that's something that like I picked up too, because I'd be like,
Facts.
oh, okay, this is K Michelle. Oh shoot,
Lauren
Gary
Hill.
Hilson, Lauren Hill.
Oh,
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
Erica
Deborah
Badu.
Cox.
Deborah Cox.
Jill
You know what I'm
Scott.
saying? Like
Angie Stone.
Angie Stone.
R.I.P. man.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Word.
yeah.
Tony Braxton been hitting the
Toni
scene.
Yes.
Braxton,
Mary
like,
We'll have
J.
Monica out
Babyface.
back then,
Uh-huh.
Babyface.
you know, like,
Escape.
and as much, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not saying he was right for what he did,
BB
but you
King.
can't leave Kales out now.
Okay,
Man, me and my
Miguel,
pops
Yeah,
had this
Miguel,
conversation
right, but,
consistently.
I
Yeah.
mean, Kel's music is still available today.
Man,
Timeless.
It's timeless.
Still available today.
Timeless.
However, YouTube, you
And-
order it, whatever,
Yeah.
right?
And I'm gonna say this, and that's that. The man gave away more hits than he wrote. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. The other stuff ain't got nothing to do with
It ain't
us.
got
We
nothing
just
to do
like
with
his
us.
music.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
just
saying?
like his
Music
music.
was there.
That's what's up, man. And then back to the album. That
Mhm.
that is the only album y'all got
Together, yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
so y'all got individual albums.
Oh, yeah.
as
Of
well.
course.
How many?
So I have one album and I have like maybe 2 or 3 mixtapes. And
Yeah.
then he got
Yeah, I have 2 albums.
yeah.
And I have about 3 EPs, 3 or 4 EPs.
Okay, go ahead and tell the
Mhm.
people where we can find them at now.
You know what I'm
It's on
saying?
all platforms.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
platforms. Mark Fury, that's Mark with a K. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on social media too. I am Mark Fury,
You dig?
Instagram, all that. You know.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's Luna, YOUNGLUNA. You see what I'm saying? If you want me on IG, you can see me at Lunatic4L, all lowercase. You know what I'm saying? And Young Luna everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that hard. Just go look it up.
We'll look it up. Okay, because
Get
I'm
in
gonna be
tune.
honest now. I was thinking, okay, they probably working on something. They don't got nothing out yet. I didn't really go, which I should have. But now I want to go.
That's all right.
Yeah,
You got
I
a lot
Good
to
to
dig
listen,
through.
man.
I
You
got
got a lot to
to
dig
dig
through.
through. Yeah, yeah.
And don't even
I
get
got-
started
yeah.
on the features.
Oh, yeah, okay. So y'all, who have y'all done features with? I'm pretty sure y'all. I can tell y'all know a lot of. It's a lot of rappers, but then it's a lot of rappers. Like it's a lot of
Mhm.
rappers that don't know each other, and then certain
Mhm.
rappers don't want to go in certain lanes because that's not their style. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
might nothing against that rapper, but it's just not their style, right?
Mhm.
So I might not know everybody that
Yeah.
y'all did
Mhm.
songs with. But
I mean, it's a lot. But we do kind of, just-
Yeah. Originally, it was mainly everybody that was in our original collective,
Yeah.
Drink First.
yeah, okay.
But different artists within Drink First have kind of branched out and stuff.
Mhm.
Tricks and them got that song with Port Baby.
Yep.
Shout out Port. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, she got indie.
Yeah, Indie Gold. Yep.
Gold,
Me and
okay.
Indy got a track too, man. I gotta get it put together and everything, man. I got a lot that I'm working on right now. But
Y'all got to check
Me
it.
and-
Indy nice.
Indy,
now.
me and
Yeah,
Indy
man,
got a
that's the
song
homie.
together.
That's
Yup.
the homie. He gonna be out there Saturday too, by the way.
Yup.
Okay, he performing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a
okay.
track with O. You know what I'm saying? The original man.
You
Shout
got
out
a
my
track
dog
with the
O.
original man?
Yes,
It's
sir.
Hey, the
Shmail.
original man be all
Yes,
over the
sir.
place. You'd be
That's
surprised.
my dog,
That's
man.
surprised.
We had a really
right
dope
lie.
session too when he
Yeah.
came through, man. Like we just
Yeah,
chopped it up,
he's-
talked about
he's-
life.
Yeah, he's a different rapper too. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
definitely a different rapper.
Yup.
You might meet him and think he's one way, but then you hear
Completely,
him like, oh, shit.
totally polar
different rapper.
opposite.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then conversation wise as well. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, man. That's
normally
cool
conversation
dude.
wise too as
Yup.
well.
Yup.
That's what's up. My bad. I didn't mean to.
Oh
cut you off.
no, you good. Shoot. If I'm missing anybody, please forgive me. Please
Yeah,
forgive me.
same
Yeah.
with him. Indie. I don't have a song with Oh yet, but
Yet.
Okay.
it's gonna get done.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man. And then, I will say he's done more features than I have.
Mhm.
I'm kind of the isolator. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
But you know, I still got love for everybody though. I know, you know, everybody. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, that rock with me, I rock with them. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I love all my peeps.
And we always down to work too, man.
Amen.
Word.
Hey,
Always
you need,
down to
you
work.
need that. Hit us up now.
Word.
Hit us up.
Before y'all made y'all first album, right?
Mhm.
Actually, I guess doing the album, was it did you want to go last all the time, or did you want to go first all the time? Like, was it a conversation of like
no,
that,
it
or
just
did y'all
honestly,
just kind of
it was just whoever had their verse ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you got,
Whoever had the beat, whoever had the hook, you know,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
normally, you know, it's you know, when you got the beat, you know, you can sit on it, come up with the hook. Cause I'm really big on my hooks, man. I try
Yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying, make those. Cause honestly, a hook's gonna make the song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
that's my main thing when it comes down to like writing song structure. You
Yeah.
feel me? So like I'm really big on hooks and stuff like that. So normally if it's something where you hear me rapping last, Luna probably done wrote the hook. Or if it's something where you hear, you know, me rapping first, I wrote the hook. However, sometimes we'll do it and we'll switch it around too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, majority of the time, you know, we put our brains together and you know, we really try to like take our time like making something because you don't want to just be talking about just anything.
True
You know what
indeed,
I'm
true
saying?
indeed.
Our main thing is we all about vibes, you know, we high vibrational. We like going out having good times,
Right.
partying, you know what I mean, and being able to make it back home to our houses, you know, families, whatever, you know
Right.
what
we
I'm
also
saying?
gonna say what needs to be said as well. We also
Exactly.
kick that real shit.
Kick that
Exactly.
True indeed. Right.
Exactly. So
Right. Okay. He wanted to let us know.
Hey, no, because for
They
real,
know.
man, listen, it's because I feel like sometimes, man, with music, a lot of people, you know, they just make something just to make something. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I be trying, like, me and him have conversations all the time, man. Your voice is powerful, man. Your voice is
Mhm.
powerful. Like, God
Right.
gave us a voice for a reason.
True
Mhm.
You
indeed.
know what I'm saying? So if you gonna rap,
Right.
Yeah.
you
True
know?
indeed.
So
Word.
True
that's how I
indeed.
look at it. So,
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
like that. Okay. I mean, shit. That makes sense. I gotta like it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know?
Mhm.
Right. So y'all was performing. Actually, I want Drink First. Right. Is
Yep.
Yeah.
where the hell y'all come up with that name at?
So
I like that
Man,
shit.
listen,
I like
hey,
that
shout
shit.
out, word,
Shout
right?
out to y'all and the team
Word.
that y'all had with that.
All
Word.
right, I'm about to break it down. All right, so me and my boy Tricks, man,
Yeah.
we like sandbox,
Yeah.
like sandbox.
That's
type
Sarah
shit.
Lee, by the way.
Yeah,
Sarah-
yeah,
okay,
yeah. My
okay.
fault. My fault.
Okay, I got
You
you.
know, he know I always call him Tricks, man. But like, yeah, that's like some sandbox type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I known Tricks since I've been like 3 years old. Type
Okay.
shit. Yeah. So like when I first moved back to Charleston,
Yeah.
he was one of the first people that like, you know, I was able to like get around because you know, obviously a lot of time has passed like between when I was here
Mhm.
and you know, or when I was in Georgia and when I came back, you know what I'm saying? But he was one of the first people to like, you know, we just kick it all the time type shit. And it's crazy because I specifically remember when I was in Georgia, him messaging me like, yo, like, I see how you be doing this music shit, man. Like, you know, I done got into making beats, bro. Like, we gotta get together, we gotta collab, we gotta do some shit. So I'm like, yo, like, I'm about to move back, actually.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, our first time being in the studio, we kind of was messing around a bit. But just through like mutual friends, we ended up meeting a bunch of other members. Shout out my boy Kenyon, shout out Drex, um, Black the Map, you know, everybody else. We all kind of came together and you know, at first it was kind of like on some like, yeah, like, you know, we like to party, so you know, drink first. Like
Yeah.
we drink first, like, you know what I mean? But I was
Emphasis
telling him,
on
Yeah.
the drink, too, by the way.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Most of the time when we come through when you're going out, the first day you go through the doors, you look around and you
Let me see
slide
what
to
that
the
bar
bar.
To the
Yeah.
bar, exactly. So drink first. That was it, right?
Yeah.
But once we kind of sat on that for a little bit, I'm like, look, man, we gotta kind of give this some meaning. You know what I'm saying? If this
Yeah.
is what we gonna do, like obviously, yeah, we like to party, we like to have fun, but you know, I don't really want to just promote only that. So drink first is actually
I was just about to
acronym.
ask if you was going to break it down. Go ahead.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
acronym is Drugs Represents Irresponsible, Neglected Kids from Institutions Ruining Societies Today and Tomorrow.
You did?
Word, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you know what I'm what I'm saying?
Salute. I get it. Word, that's real. That's
Yeah,
real shit
so
right there.
that you know,
Word.
that kind of
That's
all
big.
came together, man. All the members came together, and you know, we did a lot. We did a lot for sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Man, y'all have battles. Y'all have battles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not just y'all two, but within
Yeah,
the
yeah,
group
man.
as
Yeah,
well.
Shoot.
yeah.
Word.
Head button. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Okay.
know. So
All right.
Boxing.
So man, so now you got the album out. What's the next step?
another one.
Another one? Okay,
Yep.
that's already in the
And
works.
then after that
Of
one,
course.
another
Yeah,
one.
another one.
And then hold on, Fury. You
Yeah.
gonna finish it after that one?
Another way.
Hey man, hold on.
Yeah.
Just like DJ Khaled say what?
And
Another
another
one.
way.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all like, how y'all separate the music from your personal lives?
You're saying why or how?
Yeah.
How?
How do y'all? Yeah. Like,
I
is
mean,
it?
well, me and Mark, we just kind of have that understanding because between me and him, it's a brotherhood before
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
music. Cause like, shoot, we done starved together in another state. We
Gotcha.
couldn't even get back home. You
Gotcha.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Okay.
So you know,
I'm with you on that. Now I've been there. I've been there. Yeah.
For real.
I've been there.
Yeah,
Hurt.
yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know, like that
I've been there.
that camaraderie and that brotherhood, like that's why, you know, I
Yeah.
always kept like, hey bro, let's do, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like this is my homie. So I'm like, bro, we
My
need to
dog.
do this.
My
Like
dog.
this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My dog.
So, you know, we just with his music, we
Yeah.
know how to flip that switch in his business.
Right.
And then when we just chilling and we need to have a real conversation,
Yeah.
switch it like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I like
So,
that. I like that. I like that.
Very
man.
well said.
I like
yeah.
that.
'cause
Man.
shoot, we be on each other neck sometimes. Hey bro, you need to chill, bro.
Right.
Mhm.
And vice versa. You
Right.
know?
'Cause
So,
that's real. That's real friendship though.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah,
of
that's
course.
real friendship. You know, if you didn't do something like that, you know what I mean, then it still can be real friendship, but then it's always a question mark or a but there.
You never
To
want
make sure that each one of y'all, he makes sure you good, you make sure you
Mhm.
good. You know, we go
Yeah.
out, we got drunk, boom, get to the crib. Hey, bro, at home, I'll holler at you tomorrow. Boom. You know what I mean? That's real friendship to me
of
right there.
course.
You know what I mean? Make sure nobody got in a wreck or got pulled over or anything like that. You
Mhm.
know what
Sure.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think you was about to say something.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
I was just about to say, man, you never want to surround yourself around yes men, bro. Like you always gonna want to have somebody in your corner that's gonna tell you when you're wrong.
When you're wrong,
You
true
feel me?
indeed.
Or when you
Yeah.
are tripping, or whatever. So
Right.
that's one thing I can say about my brother over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we tend to hold each other accountable. You know,
Okay.
so
So
iron sharpens iron.
so y'all made the album, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
And y'all been out performing,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, sir.
Not just only in Charleston.
No.
Yeah,
No,
not
y'all
only
been-
in Charleston.
Petersburg,
Okay.
Atlanta. We
Atlanta,
done been
okay.
in Colorado with it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we done been
North
some,
Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, we done been some
Okay.
places.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. Taking the steps to get what you need to get to where you're trying to go to.
Yes, sir.
mhm.
What's your most favorite? What was the spot that you love the most that you've been at already? I'm pretty sure
We got the
you
same.
love your
answer.
hometown.
Yeah, we got.
Colorado, man.
Colorado.
Yeah, I was
They
about
love
to
it
say-
out there.
I would say
boy.
Colorado.
They
and then-
love us out
And
there.
then for down here, I would
Yeah.
say shout out my boy Gino Judges, by the way.
Yes,
But
sir.
Yeah.
he had set up a versus. And
Okay.
yeah, that was probably one of the biggest nights.
That was one of the
we've
biggest
ever
nights.
had.
Mhm.
Okay, what was that? That was what? Where do Gino Judges be having this show? at? 'Cause
Everywhere,
I've never
man.
been
Everywhere.
Listen, Gino, one of them people, man. Gino got his hand in like every little pot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever he like, all right, I'm gonna do something. He
Mhm.
got
Boom.
it. You know what
I
I'm
never,
saying?
cause I never been to one. All of a sudden, I know, boom, I can go in the book. Oh, Gino got a show. Damn, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Word, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that versus was at Royal American.
Royal
Yeah.
America.
Yeah,
Okay.
downtown. So
Downtown.
that
Okay.
was lit, man.
That
We
was a good
trying to kick through that door, man. You know, like
Yeah.
you know how it is, man. But you know, we trying to show these people like, you know, we have a unique style to where like anybody can vibe with us, man. You can put us
Anybody.
anywhere, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
We went
Okay.
from doing 2-minute sets to doing hours.
To do
It's
the
crazy.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How many lights? How many days been almost 8 to 12 in the studio, sweating? Oh man, I'm ready to go.
Yup.
You know, guy, damn.
I'm the studio rat now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
was
he
sitting-
normally be the
I'm
one that be ready to go, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
I ain't
hey,
gonna lie, I
bro,
do.
we only did one
man,
song.
so I-
hey, bro,
Word.
come on, man. Or you know, them boy be, you know, smoking and shit. So I be like, yo, all right,
Yeah.
put that out. Come on, like,
Yeah.
let's get this
He'll
work
interrupt
done.
You gotta
the
take
whole
the time to
rotation,
get that.
man.
Yeah.
He'll interrupt the
Come on
whole
now.
rotation.
You
Yeah,
gotta
man.
take
It
pull
be
up.
like that. It be
give
like
me
that.
15 minutes to go ahead and get my
Yep.
mind right,
Yeah,
power up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mighty Morphin.
As
And
long as something productive comes from that, you
yeah,
feel me? That
yeah.
that'd be my only thing, cause I don't really too much partake like I used to. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be my main thing. Long as something productive can come from it,
No,
you know?
so I gotta ask y'all, boy, like, you know, when you're in the booth, you know what I'm saying, or not in the booth, and you just at home chilling, boom, brainstorming. What's the process? What's your process like? What's your creative process when you're getting ready to make your track?
Well, for me, I'm the kind of person. I'm a little weird because like that beat has to like not necessarily spark something,
Mm-hmm.
but like in how can I say it? It has to like I have to feel. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I have to feel a certain emotion or
Okay.
like a certain situation.
Okay.
And depending on how the beat is, that's how I will, create the songs.
Okay.
And then, sometimes because me, I'm the kind of person I'll go back and change shit. I'll go back, oh, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't,
Right.
So yeah, it
There's
just
nothing
has.
wrong with that though. Ain't
No,
nothing wrong
yeah,
with that.
I
Ain't
just
nothing
have to
wrong.
connect with it because I feel like if I'm not connected with my music, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not fulfilling to me.
Okay.
So that's how I am. Yeah.
Okay. What about
Mhm.
yourself, man?
So for me, it usually starts, obviously with a beat. I know there's certain artists that they can come up with a song just from scratch, no beat. I like having the beat first. Listen to the beat. A lot of times it be like melody that come to me, melody or flow. Like, all right, what's my cadence or my flow? How I'm gonna flow on this? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I'll be majority of the time I'll just be mumbling little words and stuff. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Trying to find those pockets, and then eventually the words kind of just come to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just get to writing. Luckily, the studio right at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So the majority of the time, I don't really have to go nowhere. It's usually at nighttime though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Majority of the songs that I write that people tend to enjoy.
Yeah.
It's a night banger. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
so
So.
y'all once upon a time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do music now, true indeed, but
Mhm.
I'm podcast man,
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
But I can be working, right? And
Mhm.
something come up, right? And I
Mhm.
done said it about 15 times, but then
Mhm.
when I get to the crib,
You
I
forget.
forgot.
What else?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Now I might can remember a word here and there, but I can't remember the whole thing. I'm like,
Mhm.
man,
That
fuck.
always happens to me
Yeah.
at work,
Yeah.
man. I'll be working, I'll come up with some fire ass shit. I'll be like, yeah, bro, get home.
Yeah.
So now, do you stop it now? Like, is it stopped? Are you still
No, it's still
it's
be
still
going for me.
going
Yeah,
for you,
Yeah.
bird?
but
Yeah.
I just gotta
Yeah,
come up with something else.
Funny
Well,
story.
True. That makes something to have. Does that make you like when you're trying to remember what you say? So now you're like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna write the
Yeah, a
whole
yeah,
lot of
deal.
yeah,
times
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
pull out that phone, that iPhone
Right.
notes.
Yeah.
I get to writing, man. Funny story, man. Our song "Glory" on our album "Come Up Season." My verse, I actually wrote that at work. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So
Lunch break, or you just
nah,
that
just
whole
because I
time
sell
you?
I sell cars.
Okay.
So
Oh,
at,
okay.
at that time I was selling cars at Honda, Stokes Honda,
Uh-huh.
So I'm just like on point, outside pretty much. That's what we call it, being on point. You're outside waiting for
Yeah.
customers. Like I'm just chilling, nothing going on. I'm just like, man, let me do. I got the AirPod in, whoop, get the writing. I'm telling all
I've
my
been sent him that song now. I sent
Okay.
him like 2 weeks ago. I was like, bro, let's, you know
2
what I'm
weeks ago.
saying?
2 weeks
Yeah.
ain't too
That's
long
not too
though.
exactly
That ain't too
right. You
long.
can't
But
rush
I see you
greatness.
though. I got
You
you.
can't rush greatness,
Word.
man. So yeah,
Yeah.
literally, bro, like just like that, like typing, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a couple of my close coworkers at that time. I'm like, yo, I got some fire shit to this.
Word. See,
You know what I'm saying?
that's why
Practicing it.
this my bad. I was
You
gonna say
good?
this. Why I said earlier about he be the one who got them bars. See,
Uh huh.
2 weeks ain't long to us at all. Now 3-4 weeks, I'm like, man,
Word,
damn, this nigga
exactly.
ain't finished the shit yet.
You know.
As soon as you send him the beat, what, hour later, 2 hours later, he done hit
Something
you
like
back.
that.
Sometimes, so I will say
Sometimes,
I ain't always like that now. It
yeah,
just depends.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we get it done though. I will say
get it done. Right.
he's the one that's like, hey, let's get this done.
Like you got bars. I've heard y'all music now, so I don't want nobody to get it twisted now. Both of them boy got bars.
Yeah.
On some real ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with them if you think you got bars, because they got bars now.
You know what I'm down for. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I just want, I'm gonna ask you, man, you know, what sets y'all's music apart from everybody else's music? You know what I'm saying?
Intention. We are the kings.
Intention, and I say authenticity.
The authenticity.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
So we done been through a lot, and it shows in the music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like people connect with us and relate to us because, you know, we've been in y'all shoes.
Right.
We know exactly what y'all going through.
Gotcha.
So if listening to us
Mhm.
soothes you, then that's we're doing our job.
Exactly.
Okay.
And a lot of times people get it confused because they be like, oh, you know, I have to be this mega star to make an impact. You don't have to be no star to make an impact.
Gotcha.
You can make an impact on your community.
On your community.
Exactly.
Right. That's
Exactly.
facts. And that's more that what needs the impact the most to make the impact for the whole.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I mean? Yeah.
Because there's people out here now, man, like lost. They
Yeah.
don't have no purpose, feel like they don't have no purpose.
Right.
Like, you know, there's people like me and Marcus.
Yeah.
We can drop a song that maybe save that person's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always try to refer back to your voice, man. Your voice is powerful.
The voice,
you know?
the voice is definitely
So-
powerful. I like that. That's facts, man. Shit, that's facts. Y'all boy want to tell me about the most memorable moments of your career so far?
Individually or together?
Both.
Okay. So for me individually, all right. So about 2 years ago, I did a show in Wilmington. Shout out Rapping Grandpa.
Okay.
I did a show for Rapping Grandpa.
Rapping Grandpa? Is he rap? Like,
Yeah, he's a rapper.
okay.
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Rapping Grandpa. I like that.
Yeah. I did a show in a theater in Wilmington.
Okay.
And it was like packed. And at that time, I wasn't doing like, you know, no backing vocals or nothing. So I remember just going out there and like, it was crazy because it was like a sea of people almost. And I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was like, bro, what? Like, that's just crazy. Yeah, man. And I only got like 5-6 minutes. So like by the time I got up there, got right back down.
Okay, so you was actually only able to do one song? Is
I
what
did
you're saying?
I did
Two? Okay.
But that was memorable because that was the first time I was in front of like a theater crowd, and that gave me that. I guess if you'd be like their artist moment,
Right.
That gave me that artist moment.
It was multiple, no one complexion, just variety of people.
Variety. I mean,
Right.
white, brown, black, green. They was out there. You know what I'm saying?
What's your most memorable moment?
Dang,
man?
I'm over here really thinking.
You
That's
brainstorming
a deep
dog?
question. Yeah,
Man, we done did some stuff now.
Yeah.
I see that y'all definitely do not just stay based in Charleston. You know what I'm saying, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying. It's all right. I mean, I think both is a good thing. Me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
of
know
course.
what I mean,
Of course.
but it definitely, if you can go travel and broaden your horizon with your music and get more, build your fan base up, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Some people, I guess, don't have the luxury to really go to maybe, well, you know, Atlanta's down the road, I guess, in a sense, but Colorado is a big thing.
Yeah.
And we were
That's
there
a whole-
twice.
Yeah, we went there twice. Okay, because
Made
that's a
some
whole
dope
different
connections, man.
That's a whole
out
different
there.
crowd. That's a whole different set
Scene.
of
It's a whole different
completely
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Completely
Yeah,
different.
man. So,
But if I had to say a moment, and I know this is a moment that we shared together, like performing together, but probably just performing at the fair, man.
yeah,
That was dope, man.
That was a big
Because
moment.
my mom's, my brothers, you know, they came all the way out from Georgia to come see me in that moment, man.
Yeah.
So I had them, I had my pops, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm just remembering as a kid coming to the fair, like, you know what I mean? And just to go from there and actually performing, like that to me that was big.
Y'all performed 2 years in a row?
No,
Or
we did last year.
Just
Last year was our
Okay.
first year.
Y'all gonna do it again the year coming up, you think?
That's the plan.
Yep,
That's the
that's
plan.
definitely the plan.
Okay.
That's
Man,
definitely the plan.
I gotta ask y'all real quick, right?
What's
Yeah.
up?
So y'all didn't drive to Colorado, right? Y'all
No, we
y'all-
flew.
We flew,
Yeah,
flew, right?
Yeah, we flew.
Y'all got to the airport. You know what I'm saying? Did it feel like aliens was trying to mess with your leg?
No.
I know
Hey,
exactly
well,
what you're
first
talking
of all,
about. That
I'll tell you,
airport,
that airport
is big.
Yeah.
We did take that that underground substation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what
You know
you're
what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about? Okay.
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
man, when I went, I didn't even pay attention. When they was like, bro, buy your flight. I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody else got one airline,
Yeah.
and I had United.
Okay.
So I was there like 4 hours before they was there.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for them in this big ass airport. Now knowing, because the way the airport was set up, like they had the terminals down,
Yeah.
and I walked up the stairs,
Yeah.
thinking, okay, they gonna come out this side.
Yeah.
Man, I went up. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I turned back around. I was like, hey, am I able to? She was like, yeah, you got to buy another ticket. I said, buy another ticket. So I had to wait, and whatever that was, it was like a little foyer because my phone was dying. So I waited for them for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
I would have waited too. I wouldn't buy no ticket.
Boy, plane tickets?
Yeah,
I waited for them. Then they
Yeah.
called me, where you at, bro? What you mean? Y'all come to me. I waited. Y'all come to me.
I've been over here 4 hours, nigga.
Yeah,
I done discovered
I'm
everything.
asleep on my book bag. I mean, people coming, are you okay, sir? I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
I done discovered everything in this motherfucker.
I'm telling you, man.
Y'all ready? The food shop?
Yeah, bro. I done went to food court. I think I had like some Subway or something like that.
Okay. Did y'all like so when y'all got to Colorado, did y'all like did y'all have to catch like a taxi?
Yeah. So we had
what we did. Well, we always had rentals.
Yeah, that's what I said. We had rentals.
We always had rentals.
Okay.
So yeah, we did that.
Mhm.
That's back
So,
in the,
when y'all were there, were y'all opening up a show for Pacific artists, or
No, we were part of the show.
y'all part of the show? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little bit similar to how they do things out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, booking out different venues and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think the first time, because Luna didn't go with us the first time. The first time when we went and performed, we performed at this place called the Echo Lounge, and it was that was out in Fort Collins.
Mhm.
And it was really cool, man. Like a completely different experience. We riding around. One thing we noticed is like, dang, like there's no police out here. Like this.
Yeah.
We've been driving around. We ain't seen nobody pull
Damn.
over. Nothing like that. Like
I
it's
think
different.
that shit would have made me feel a little weird.
Exactly right. And then when we get to the venue, we go through. Ain't nobody trying to pat us down or nothing. No big
But that
security.
is the West, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, cool. Like we cool. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And yeah, bro. Like it's different for sure. And then I think where were we at? Say the
Moxie Theater.
Yeah.
The Mossy Theater. Okay.
Mhm.
And that was out. I think that was my first time like having like a backstage like area too, going back because they were
Right.
like, bro, come around the back. I'm like, the back? What are you doing at? And they was like backstage. So yeah, Moxie, that was all right.
Moxie Theater.
Yeah.
And y'all been there twice, right?
Well, we went to the Moxie Theater once, and then we
Once,
did
and
Echo
then-
Lounge.
Like a lot. So
So
did
two separate venues.
two separate. Did it feel like which one was it first?
The Echo Lounge.
The Echo Lounge. So that when y'all was at and then y'all was at the Mossy, did it feel like the second time around? Did it feel like okay, damn, they know us over here?
Yeah,
more
we had them
natural.
dancing out there.
Y'all had them dancing out there.
We had them
Okay, so
dancing
now,
out there.
I asked that because I'm like, I hope y'all gonna keep going.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
that's
That's the
definitely what
plan.
we doing, man. We done made a lot of connections out there, man. Met some
Yeah.
dope artists, you know what I'm saying? Shout out that boy Mitchell James,
Mitchell
and
James,
Bill,
okay.
you know what I'm
Bill.
saying?
That boy,
And-
what's his name? Rev the Fourth. That's
Rev-
Oh
dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rev,
Yeah,
word.
Rev the Fourth.
My dog had us eating healthy
Hey,
out there.
yeah,
With the
bro.
fruit trees.
Huh?
He's over there. He's from here.
He's from Colorado.
He's from
Yeah,
Colorado?
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Sound like
yeah.
I heard that name.
You might
before.
have.
Yeah,
might
yeah.
have.
Or I might have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Rev,
mean,
good
yeah.
dude.
Okay. So so the common season, right? Is the album right?
Come Up
The
Season,
come
yeah.
up season. I want to make sure I say that right. My
Yeah.
bad.
No,
You
you
good,
good.
The come
you
up
good?
season, right?
Yeah.
What is the song you're pushing the most?
Late night groove. vibes.
Yeah, I would say Late Night Groove. You got
Yeah.
Ride on there.
Mhm.
Listen, man, so how this album really is set up, it's like, it's like a little bit of everything, because
Okay.
when we was even working on this album, it was like, we was in our come up mode. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? We was hustling, getting to it, recording. That's when we was like, bro, this the come up season, bro. It's the
Okay.
come up. So it's like every track on there is for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you down, you can play that Having.
Yup.
That's gonna pick you back up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You in a little lovey-dovey mood. You know know what I'm saying, throwing that wedding bells, turn
Shout
them
out my
sheets
brother
out, you know
Shad,
what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But if you in the hustling mode, you play that brand new. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? But
Mhm.
sometimes, you know what I'm saying, Sunday morning, you might not go to church, man. You can throw in that glory too.
Uh oh.
You know, so
Okay.
it's a little bit of
We
everything.
got something
man.
for the Sunday morning, huh?
Yeah, man. You
Get
know
up
what
and
I'm
go to
saying?
the. You ain't going to church, but we gonna go to the store and get me some salt and vinegar chips.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, he know what he's talking
Get me a grape soda if I can find one with them something.
Man,
Some people might
man.
get a Coca-Cola or something, but
Me.
yeah, you get or Pepsi.
Ooh.
But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. So, so okay. Well, I guess I can't.
Well,
I
Late
can't
Night
really-
Groove, that's the
Late
track
Night
we
Groove.
really we have a video out for that as well. Just look us
Yeah.
up on YouTube, Furious Lunatiks.
Lunatiks.
You'll see us, man. Listen, that video was a blessing in disguise because we did the promo for it, and we only thought like maybe 1 or 2 cars was coming, and then when we got out there, it was a sea of cars pulling up,
Yeah.
like just people
People
bro,
pulling
this
up after we done stopped.
Yeah, they
Like,
like,
bro,
bro,
we
the video's
missing?
still going on. Like, yeah, we done filmed, man.
Y'all- So how many videos do y'all got?
Together, just one.
Yeah.
Just one. Okay, and then individually y'all got
I think I got like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay,
Yeah, I got about 4.
got about 4. Okay. Shit, y'all boy moving, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, god damn, y'all move,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Okay, I mean, I guess I need to get in the circle there, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
listen, it's all love over here, man.
Get
Listen,
in tune.
you know
Word.
what I'm saying?
Shit, that's what's up, man. And then, on that album, is it just y'all?
No, we
I
have.
think you said Sarah Lee. I think you
Yeah,
said
so
yeah.
Sarah Lee, he's on there twice
Yeah.
actually. He's on there twice. Our
Drex.
homie Drex, shout out D1 Drex.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on there, and then we had no one really.
Yeah, Noir.
Noir.
My
Noir.
brother Shad, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he has 2 different aliases, man. He be making beats and stuff too, but yeah, shout out my brother Shad, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, just 3 features because we felt like, man, we already got a joint album, so
Yeah.
Yup.
we don't need to pack the features.
And then true indeed. That's facts.
Yeah.
So on Glory, I want to ask,
Mm-hmm.
how does the hook go? Is it a
No hook,
singer?
it's just
There's
went
no
verse.
hook.
I did my verse first.
Bars.
His verse.
Okay, because
Straight bars.
when you said, I was thinking like, damn, boy, got like a singer on there.
Nah, just
Yeah.
bars.
Nah,
Just
bars.
bars.
Okay.
Bars. But the beat sounds like something that was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight out the
Soulful.
gates ahead.
Straight out the-
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, soulful.
So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
y'all haven't made any songs with any female singers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Like I think I seen. I think when I see y'all perform, Todd I was performing
Yep.
with y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
worked
Shout
with
out
her
TD.
already in the
Yep.
studio.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I have an upcoming album that she will be a part of. So
Okay.
shout out Tada.
I
Okay.
haven't gotten my Tada feature yet,
I
but
had to
I'm
get
sure
mine first.
it's
I had
it's
to get
it's
mine
coming,
first.
man. It's
Yeah.
coming for sure.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
and then we you know what I'm saying, we work with everybody, so we don't have no preferences. We ain't got no biases. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If you an artist, you trying to work, hit us up, man.
Yup.
I'm surprised y'all ain't got no song with Colors yet.
Man,
Oh, yeah,
Colors
man.
ain't got y'all on. Actually, I'm
Nah,
surprised
man.
Colors ain't got y'all on the song.
tell
Yeah,
Colors
man.
He
to
hit
get
y'all
the-
Did
up
us
for
up.
because
Tell Colors
Nah,
to get
Color-
the feature, man.
Come get the
Colors
feature.
ain't hit me up for a feature yet, man.
That's surprising to me right
Hey,
there. I ain't
Colors,
gonna
come
lie
get
to
this
you.
feature, man.
Word, man.
He gonna holler to her now that y'all say that
I'm
too.
gonna message us later.
Right.
Hey, what y'all on, man? How y'all living? Y'all living good? All right.
Hey, so what's like with the rap, right?
Mhm.
You know, you got a lot of people. What y'all think is the biggest misconception of it?
Of rap,
Yeah, of just making music in general.
just making music.
Yeah.
A lot of people think you just have to show up, and that's not the case. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I put that back. A lot of people think that you just have to rap, and that's that. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes of being an artist, you guys.
Yeah.
There's merch, promo, the studio. 'Cause people don't realize, yeah, you go in the studio, but you pay to record, you pay to mix, and you pay to master.
Yup.
Some people charge for all 3.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then not only that, pushing yourself. Now you have these songs, you want to release an album. You have to order the album, make sure everything is lined up, everything is mixed and mastered, get you a cover art. Once you
Okay.
get that cover art, now what am I going to do? Am I going to market these songs or market these songs? Should I market this verse or that verse? It's a lot that comes with it. And a lot of times people don't have the mental for all that. They don't.
Right.
A lot of people think they could just do one song and everybody's going to attract to them. But
Right.
you got to realize social media stretches the whole world.
True.
You have to fight an algorithm.
True.
So that's another battle on itself. So how many things I just pointed out? About 7?
Yeah.
So that's 7 tasks that me and him do every day.
True indeed. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
I
That's a
know.
lot.
That's a lot. People don't. So I do. You can tell some people don't sit down and think before they don't game plan. They just kind of go right.
Man, we
Right.
was, man.
We got
To
we
this
got
day now, we be, hey, bro, what you want to do with this? What you want to
Yeah.
do with that, bro?
Yup.
We need to do this, that, whatever.
Always brainstorming,
You know what I'm
always
saying?
trying to come up with new ideas.
okay.
Yeah. I like that question though, man. I say for me, the biggest misconception, which unfortunately, the way of the world where we at with this right now.
Oh, I already know.
You know what I'm saying? A lot
Yeah.
of times people feel like in order for you to rap, you gotta you know what I'm saying, be on that shoot 'em up, bang bang, kill,
true.
steal,
If
drill,
you ain't
all
no
that.
gangster, don't be a gangster.
True.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, man, I had somebody tell me the other day, like one of they little homies or whatever told him he can't rap until he catch a body, and I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Like,
Back that up again.
yeah,
What?
bro. Like for real. Like, and I'm laughing, but I'm like, nah, like he for
No,
real.
that's real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
gotta
it,
be
it
young,
really,
though.
yeah,
Okay,
youngin'.
he
You know
gotta
what
be
I'm
young.
saying?
See?
But yeah, man, like bro, like just be yourself, man. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay to be yourself, man. If you don't come from that, or you know what I'm saying, if you haven't jumped into that life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's okay to, rap about your experiences. Like it's okay to rap about girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to rap about getting fly. It's okay to rap about having a good time in the club, bro. You don't have to rap about killing somebody. You don't have to do none of that stuff. Because a lot of these artists that's doing this stuff,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like there's consequences behind that. You know what I'm saying? These people putting 2 and 2 together. Next thing you know, you got a whole RICO case.
There you go.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
They
Thug is a great
is
example.
listening to your
You
music.
know what I'm saying? And I mean, I love it. I like, you know what I mean? Like rapping about your situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you really do come from that and that's the product of your environment, cool. But like, you just got to be very cautious, man. Because a lot of the stuff that people be rapping about, that shit actually ends up happening, bro. Manifestation is real, bro.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
And that
True.
goes
So-
back to your voice being powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of times too, man, if your friends tell you can't do something because you're not something they put you in, they're not your true friends.
Exactly.
True indeed.
If they can't accept you for who you are, they're not your true friends.
No.
True indeed.
Because at the end of the day, and if we want to keep it a buck, they don't accept themselves.
True
And
that.
Yeah, that's
True that.
that's really what it is.
Y'all boys want to give the fellas want to give anybody any shout outs? Now, I know we did some shout outs when we first started the show, but
Yeah.
along the way.
Shout out my daughter, Nai. I love you, baby.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out DLE. Shout out Miss Lisa Gonzalez.
Shout out
If you
Miss
need some
G.
things in order, you need your paperwork done, you need anything, hit her up. She got you. Shout out my brother, Mark Fury.
Word.
Even though
You
I'm
know
right
what I'm
here.
And shout out the Purple Buffalo. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We
Shout
gonna
out
be
that
there.
boy Dan, man, for real.
Word.
Dan that opened so many doors for these hip hop artists, man. You know, giving us a safe space to be able to come and do our thing. So, we just want to let you know, man, we appreciate you for all that, man, for sure.
Word. I appreciate y'all boys for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all giving us that great interview, some insights on a lot of stuff. Now I'm about to go dig into your music because now I know you got it out there.
Yeah.
On some real
Hey,
shit.
man,
Word.
give it a listen, man.
Word. I am a fan. I heard you guys. I was a fan. I probably could have did better by trying to see if you got music out there.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm
good, man.
saying?
Listen,
But-
it's God's timing, man. God's divine timing. It
Facts.
probably, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
God was like,
Yeah.
no, they're gonna have an interview later down the road. They don't need to be yet. You see
Yeah.
how that worked, right?
Yeah.
God was like, they don't need to be yet.
Yeah.
They ain't time.
Anytime, true
You know what
indeed.
I'm
So
saying?
the interview
So-
does
and
bring.
shout out to you too, man.
Thank-
Shout out, hey,
Word.
Sean
Appreciate you.
Treasy, y'all boy.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Chill
y'all.
on now.
Appreciate y'all. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm
Thank y'all
saying?
very much. Like I said, man, appreciate y'all for coming out. Like I said, Young Luna, Mark Furious Lunatiks,
You did?
real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Check them out. Damn, make sure I say it right again. The come up season.
Yes,
There you
Lord.
go.
There
On
you go.
all platforms.
There you
Thank
go.
you. I did it. I have had a couple of drinks today. My bad, pardon me.
Hey, it's all right, man. It's Sunday,
yeah.
Monday. You dig?
Word. out on all platforms. Check them out. Show them some love. You know what I'm saying? If you can find a way to give them some feedback, give them some feedback.
Please
You know what
do.
I'm saying? I'm Sean Treasy. This is Star in My City podcast. One love for the culture. Until the next time.
Peace.